So
And what's your next adventure in the theater world?
Well, we are hot and heavy into working on Alice in Wonderland.
The ballet.
When will
yes,
that-
the
will that-
ballet?
When will that premiere?
December 22nd. We have 2 shows that day at 1 p.m. and 5 p.m.
Okay.
So we had a cast of about, I think we're around 45. So
How many dance routines are in something like that?
there are 50 numbers in the 50 songs. So, now I mean, some of them are very short, like there'd be like 15 seconds.
I'm late.
Very important date. Yes, that one.
Oh, yeah,
no.
it is. Right. I'm late. Is that the rabbit says that?
Yeah,
Yes.
but we don't. It's a ballet, so it's mime. So there's only a couple songs with actual words in it. The one that the Queen does is "Off with Our Heads." That one's from,
Of course.
yep, from the Broadway production of that. So I mean, there's a lot of just different. I found all the music for this one, so it's a lot of fun, quirky, different things, and yeah, I'm excited. It's coming together.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Is it classical music based?
No.
Oh, really?
No.
So it's not like Peter and the Wolf.
No. I think you might recognize some of the music, Joe. Maybe.
Just me?
Well,
Oh.
probably you more than April.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe you would. You're more theater than I
Is
am.
it Pink
I don't.
Floyd?
You do.
I prefer to plead the fifth and
okay.
not comment. You'll just have to come and find out.
Joe, do you have your Christmas decorations up already?
Yes.
Really?
Did you do it? Did you put them up?
Yes.
Oh, your
did.
lights and everything?
I over decorate.
You are the decorator.
I really like Christmas.
Do you have a theme
Really?
like to your Christmas tree?
Nice.
No, I don't do that color theme thing.
Oh,
it's
okay.
it's just too hard.
Is it?
It is.
No, it's not.
It is.
That's such a
is.
cop-out.
Because you got
Mine
to
is
match the
red and
ribbons.
gold, and I have all my White House Christmas ornaments.
Oh, we got.
Beautiful.
We just got
Stunning.
the little container of bulbs that match everything, and they're all mixed up.
Thank you.
That was that was
That was
fast.
quick. April, did you start your holiday baking?
I'm Nora Collins. You're watching LYNXX 24, connecting you to the community.
In our top story, we are starting the first in a multi-week, in-depth look at the recovery efforts in 2 very different parts of the country following 2 major natural disasters. I'm April Frelke, joined by Mel Kay and Joe Minnie. Welcome, everyone.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Welcome back, Mel, from a
Thank
long
you.
hiatus in your theater.
Glad to be back.
Nice to see you're not as busy to be able to join us.
Well, for the moment. Things are still busy and going, but you guys are ready for the holidays yet?
I'm super ready. I'm completely decorated on my house inside and out.
Wow. And Joe,
I could do
hear
some
you're
tweaking, but
a big decorator.
the lights are up outside and inside.
And you,
Nice.
Mel? Ready?
I'm planning to decorate this weekend, hopefully. I can
Well,
squeeze it in between
still
Alice
a couple
rehearsals.
days left of November. So.
Yes.
Okay. Well, this week's Connect 24 is brought to you by Rudy Jensen of New Lisbon. This fall, despite being at opposite ends of the country, Wisconsin and Florida shared one thing in common: natural disasters. In Wisconsin, it was historic flooding, and in Florida's Panhandle, it was one of the worst Category 4 hurricanes on record. The media coverage following these events like this often are fast and furious. And while the relief efforts are quick to kick in, they are also often short-lived. It takes years to rebuild following an event like Wisconsin's 2018 floods or Hurricane Michael. Following our producer's November visit to the Florida Panhandle, we're taking a closer look at these 2 states and the people who live there, the rebuilding efforts, and where residents are now as they pick up the pieces of what was once in the face of a very uncertain future. This is week 1 of a multi-week, in-depth look at how people living in 2 very different parts of the country are moving forward following major life-altering disasters.
Well, that'll be very interesting to see the difference between the South and the North
Absolutely.
and see how we're reacting to it. Well, we'll start in the tiny town of Callaway, Florida, a town only slightly larger than Tomah with a population of just under 16,000. 1 month after Hurricane Michael decimated parts of the Florida and Georgia, Callaway, located in the state's panhandle, was still in the dark. As of November 15th, the power was supposed to have come on 1 week prior, but the residents of the tiny coastal community were still hoping to be thankful for lights come Thanksgiving. The media had come and gone, and Callaway, with its surrounding communities, still looked like a war zone where a bomb had been dropped. For block after block, debris was piled above the head of an average-sized person along the city streets, with officials uncertain as to whether it would be cleared by the end of the year.
And in the hardest hit areas, the structures that were still lucky enough to be standing were draped with tarps, covering holes in the roofs following one of the most intense hurricanes to hit the mainland United States since 1851. Michael slammed into Florida's coast with eyewall winds topping 115 miles per hour, the equivalent of an EF3 tornado, strong enough to destroy solidly constructed homes and lift cars off the ground, and was accompanied by a massive surge of seawater. 25 miles east of Callaway, the storm was left the hardest hit communities, which include Mexico Beach, with little remaining of what once was. The tiny town's old brick homes couldn't withstand the storm, and the new Florida building codes make it impossible for many to rebuild with what comes in from insurance and FEMA, and ultimately leaving the future of communities like Mexico Beach a very uncertain one. Next week, we'll be completing our closer look at life post-Hurricane Michael in Florida's Panhandle before transitioning to Ontario, Wisconsin, and how the recovery efforts are coming along in one of the areas hardest hit by Wisconsin's 2018 floods.
There is that gap after all the media cover that you still have to rebuild.
Yes.
So
I happened to be in Biloxi shortly after Ivan, and it was months after, and it was still bad. And
okay. Well, we'll transition to a story that hits close to our hearts here at our station because it involves the family of one of our staff members. For 1 weekend only, on December 8th and 9th, the Evergreen Acres Christmas Tree Farm will be open for business in honor of former owner Fred Weiner. Fred started the farm back in 1991 and ran it for 27 years before he passed away this fall. Fred was the father of our sound engineer, Kevin, who said his dad's favorite thing about the tree farm was seeing the children running through the trees and talking to the families who came to cut down their Christmas tree. Evergreen Acres will be open from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. on the 8th, and then on the 9th also. It is located on Highway 12, 10 miles north of Tomah's McDonald's. Free pictures with Santa will be available from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. on December 8th. There will also be free ornaments for kids, plus hot chocolate and cider. The farm offers white pine, blue spruce, and a limited supply of Frasers. So what a great honor for Kevin's dad.
And Kevin said that all of Fred's kids helped out in the whole selling the trees and planting and everything. So it's a good family event for them.
Absolutely.
We're continuing our focus on shopping small, shopping local with the LYNXX 24 Holiday Gift Guide featuring local artisans and some of the unique handmade items they sell in this area. With the goal of helping you find some great locally made items for the folks on your Christmas gift list, this week's edition of the Holiday Gift Guide features Mindy Carney of Purple Thumb Lavender, who has joined Mel in our studio. Mel, over to you.
Thanks, Joe. Mindy hails from an east central Wisconsin farm that grows lavender to turn into a wide variety of bath, body, and home products. Welcome, Mindy.
Thank you.
I am super excited to have you here.
Thanks.
This is wonderful how many different products you have. So
Yep.
Tell us just a short bit about your business.
Yep, Purple Thumb Lavender is a family-run lavender farm in east central Wisconsin, and we're entering our second year of lavender plants in the ground. And in the meantime, we've been using oils and dried buds and making a variety of products.
So tell us about the products.
Yeah, well, each of our products is handmade, artisan style in small batches. So everything is tested for quality. We use only essential oils in our products, so you're not getting any artificial fragrances. And we really take pride in using natural ingredients.
Well, and I've been smelling and looking
Yeah.
and opening, and I'm just super excited about these. So tell me how you got into this business.
Yeah, so we owned a hobby farm when I was a kid, and the farm sort of sat dormant for a few years, and then my sister and I, we would dream about what we wanted to do with it.
Yeah.
One day she called me and said, I'm starting a lavender farm. You can come with me if you want to, but I already talked to Mom. So that's the short version of our story, and so we started planting 2 summers ago, and we're entering our second winter of our plants, and here we are.
Wow. So you have a wide variety of products. I mean, just looking at this, you've got soaps, you've got salt scrubs, bath, like beard balms, beard
This is our
serum.
skincare line.
Okay.
This is what we started with until our lavender is actually ready for us to harvest ourselves. And then we'll move into a culinary line. But we've started with this, and it keeps growing because we keep finding new things we want to try.
And you have this in many places now, right?
Yeah, yep, we're available online. Also here locally in Artisan Market in Toma, and then a variety of shops in Onalaska, Holman, Columbus, Wisconsin, Lomira, which is where our farm is. Yeah, so all over the place.
What would you say is your best-selling product?
Ooh, so I think the heel butter is one of our best sellers. This is kind of a unique version of a lotion.
Okay.
It's a lotion stick, so it's kind of the consistency of maybe a chapstick or a deodorant.
Okay, so it's really solid.
Yeah, and it softens once you start applying friction to it. So when you rub it on your heels, and you can use it anywhere, but it's great for heels. This is really popular.
Stays.
Yeah. And you don't have to
thicker
touch your
on
feet, you know?
Right.
So, yep. This comes in just lavender scent or lavender and peppermint.
Ooh, I think that's
Yeah.
nice on the feet.
Yep.
Give that little
Yep.
heat. So are there certain types of people that your different products would make a good gift for this holiday season?
Well, so we have a variety of really for everyone on your list. If you have a man in your life, we have this really nice tea tree and charcoal soap, face soap. That's a really nice one. For the bearded men, we have some beard products. This is our beard oil and our beard balm. And my husband came home a couple weeks ago and said, it's beard growing season, so he could test my products.
Yes.
But those all contain oils that help nourish the skin underneath your beard and make it nice and smooth and moisturize it. So.
Well, we could talk about this all night because I'm just super excited about your business and stuff. Well, so thank you so much for coming on. And those different stores, can they also buy online?
Yes, www.purplethumblavender.com.
All right.
Or on Facebook as well.
On Facebook as well. Thank you for coming on, Mindy. This was a real pleasure.
Thanks.
Well, you can check out all that Purple Thumb Lavender has to offer on the company's website, purplethumblavender.com, or by following the farm's Facebook page. We need to take a short break. When we come back, April will be joined by the Wisconsin Ms. United States Agriculture, who just happens to hail from our viewing area. But first, here's a look at your 5-day forecast.
You want it, we'll find it, you got it. Price match and relax. That's the Rudick Jensen deal, sealed with a platinum level membership. Oil changes, done. Tires, brakes, alignment, all done. Car wash, you got it. Rudick Jensen Auto Mall, New Lisbon. Check out our inventory online at rudickjensen.com.
If we were like most food companies, we would constantly be innovating with stuff like taco tubes, rainbow cheese, and I don't know, drone delivery. But at Organic Valley, we've been innovating food for 30 years with just a few simple ingredients, like sun, soil, rain, and grass. So you can do revolutionary things like cook with it and, you know, serve it to your family. Just honest to goodness organic food. Call us crazy, but it's working. Organic Valley.
Take a moment and think about that special person you have in your life. You know the one. They're always going that extra mile with you. Wouldn't it be nice to send them a card or gift to show how much you care? Robbie's Pharmacy has hundreds of unique gifts. Show your special person how much you care and appreciate them. It feels good to give, and even better when it's a friend. Robbie's Pharmacy. We have that too.
The people of F&M Bank have been serving Toma and the surrounding community for over 100 years. With 3 locations and a full suite of mobile services, we make doing business with us convenient and easy. Free bill pay, mobile app, remote deposit capture, even person-to-person payments. We also have loan and savings options, along with a complete lineup of business banking and cash management options. F&M Bank, banking solutions from people you trust.
This is Nancy Vandermeer, and you're watching LYNXX 24, connecting you to the community.
American farmer, we're all dependent on you.
Welcome back to LYNXX 24. This fall, Mauston native Charity Seebecker had the honor of being crowned the Wisconsin Ms. United States Agriculture. Just a few months into her reign, Charity, who grew up on a dairy farm, has quite an extensive agriculture background. And she's here to fill us in how things are going as Ms. Wisconsin United States Agriculture. Welcome, Charity, and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
On your new royalty position.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about how did you get to where you're at right now?
Okay, so I actually have been following this program for a while now. It's fairly new, and I finally was like, I'm just gonna go for it. And so I did. And what's unique about Wisconsin is we don't actually have a state pageant for it like some other states in the program do. So I applied online, and I was the first one to apply within my age division, and so I got the title. Now, they still could have turned you down if they didn't think you were going to be professional enough about answering those questions.
To fill everything in and do all the paperwork.
So it's still a great honor of being chosen.
And you have quite an extensive background in agriculture, because I interviewed you when you were the Juneau County Fairest of the Fair.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about your experience.
So the best way to do that I know how is to start with a quote.
Okay.
And so almost every successful person has 2 beliefs. The future can be better than the present, and I have the power to make it so. David Brooks said that quote, and it's one I remind myself of every day, because we need to invest in the youth to invest in agriculture, which invests in our future. And that is what my passion is about. And I grew up on a dairy farm, as you mentioned, showing dairy cattle, hogs, dogs for a few years, being very active in 4-H and FFA, and it's through those experiences at those fairs that I was really able to see firsthand just how many people truly are disconnected from agriculture. And that was very eye-opening for me, and so that's how I knew this is what I meant to do. So I went to the University of Wisconsin-Platteville, where I recently graduated with an agriculture business major and a communications and marketing emphasis.
Excellent. Wow.
Thank you.
Congratulations on that, too.
Thank you.
College is a big deal. So
Yes.
what are right now some of the big agriculture issues that are facing everybody?
One of the big ones that I always like to kind of talk about is that there is a lack of communication between producers and consumers, and that is creating many misconceptions about agriculture. People are believing what they're seeing online or reading, which we know the internet is not always true, and so they're believing that. And that is changing their preferences and what they're buying or how much, and it's changing the way then that those producers are now having to produce that food, changing how much, what they're producing, and that's changing their livelihood.
So what's on Facebook or what's on social media, people read and think that that's the truth.
Yep.
And it's causing this big gap between what farmers is producing.
Yep, absolutely.
It's a huge impact.
And so because of that, those farmers are it's changing their livelihoods. We are becoming a culture that thinks that Twinkies and Mountain Dew is safe, but raw milk or compost-grown tomatoes are unsafe. And so if we don't teach people about agriculture, we aren't going to just see a decline in the agriculture industry. We are going to be raising a generation that does not know where their food comes from.
Oh, that is very powerful.
And it gets worse. According to the U.S. Farm Report, 684 dairy farms have closed since January 1st of this year. Now that is devastating, because a common misconception is that people think, oh, farmers, they're rich. They got all this equipment, all this cattle, all this. They don't realize that we don't make nearly as much as what you would think. And so because of that, I'd like to put it more perspective. I have one little tidbit, and it's...
Okay, we got a minute, so I want to wrap up with your little platform and your future, too.
Okay.
But share this statistic.
An average farmer in the spring, it costs them $1.95 to produce a gallon of milk. They only get $1.38. They're having a net loss of 57 cents. They can't even break even. We're America's Dairyland of Wisconsin. Apparently, we're not.
Wow, is that your platform?
Yes, it is. My platform is all
Charity.
about teaching people about agriculture, where their food comes from, and helping showcase that through Facebook, my blog, and traveling throughout Wisconsin.
And where can our viewers find information more about
On the Wisconsin Miss United States Agriculture Facebook page, as well as I have a blog, which is Adventures of Miss United States Agriculture.
Charity? Congratulations.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Well, if you would like to keep up with Charity, you can follow the Wisconsin Ms. United States Agriculture page on Facebook. When we come back, it's Peppermint Extravaganza in the November edition of the Organic Foodie. Don't go anywhere.
If there's no farm, there ain't no food. Thank God you do what you do. American farmer.
The people of F&M Bank have been serving Toma and the surrounding community for over 100 years. With 3 locations and a full suite of mobile services, we make doing business with us convenient and easy. Free bill pay, mobile app, remote deposit capture, even person-to-person payments. We also have loan and savings options, along with a complete lineup of business banking and cash management options. F&M Bank, banking solutions from people you trust.
Take a moment and think about that special person you have in your life. You know the one. They're always going that extra mile with you. Wouldn't it be nice to send them a card or gift to show how much you care? Robbie's Pharmacy has hundreds of unique gifts. Show your special person how much you care and appreciate them. It feels good to give, and even better when it's a friend. Robbie's Pharmacy, we have that too.
Toma Homes, building quality Stratford homes. Country cottage. Wraparound porch. A kitchen that loves to be cooked in. A mudroom with a washer and dryer. Custom designs. Toma Homes, custom homes built around your life.
Americans love their cars, but when accidents happen, trust Abra Auto Body and Glass. America's most recommended to get it fixed right the first time, on time. Whether paintless dent repair from those dings, dents, and hail damage, collision repair from that nasty rear ender, or glass repair from that pesky rock chip, you'll get the highest quality repair from quality professionals. Call Abra Auto Body and Glass in New Lisbon at 608-562-6500.
We're watching LYNXX 24, connecting you, us, and the community.
Yay!
Welcome back to LYNXX 24. We've transitioned from pumpkin being the official flavor of the fall to peppermint ringing in the Christmas season. Peppermint is one of the most defining flavors of the holiday season, and its versatility makes it a popular choice for items from baked goods to drinks. We're all about peppermint in this November edition of the Organic Foodie, sponsored by Organic Valley, where we'll be showcasing 2 decadent peppermint offerings, in addition to 2 on the lighter side for those of you watching the holiday calories this season.
And we have our testers
yes,
today.
Yes, we do. Laura Berg and Joe Minnie.
So,
welcome.
Welcome. And we're going to start with...
Can't wait.
Okay. We're going to start with our... Should we start, Mel, right down, and we'll walk our way down with the drinks.
Okay, so this one is a paleo peppermint hot chocolate, which I believe is the one without the candy cane, guys. All right, so this is 1 cup of Organic Valley milk, 1 tablespoon coconut sugar, 1 tablespoon cocoa powder, 1/8 of a teaspoon vanilla, 1 drop peppermint extract. You do this all in a saucepan over low heat and pour into a mug, and then you add the extract.
And the paleo is the low sugar, low carb.
Yes.
That's that element. What do you think,
right.
Joe?
What do you think, guys?
It's really good. Very minty.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's very minty, but it's not overly sweet either. So I can understand how it's
on the lighter side.
It is on the lighter side because it tastes light.
Does it?
Which is good.
It's good.
But it's very good flavor.
Yeah. Very minty.
Excellent. Well, tell us about the decadent one.
Okay,
Mel, do
so
you want to just do
now
that one?
for decadence, we're going to do 8 ounces of white chocolate broken into small pieces, 4 cups of organic half and half, This is the decadence
Oh,
here.
there's a little bit of our,
2 cups of organic family milk. Oh, a 14-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk.
Oh, there's your
Hold
calories.
on, it gets better.
Okay.
A 7-ounce jar of marshmallow cream.
That'll do it. That'll do it.
1 cup of peppermint mocha creamer or peppermint latte, and 1 teaspoon of peppermint extract, candy canes, and whip.
All right.
Yeah?
And what do you think?
No, it's decadent is correct.
Ooh, Joe Minnie
Right?
got it.
Yeah, that's good.
Ooh,
Yeah,
look at that.
it's good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
non-paleo.
It is definitely
100%.
not light or paleo, and it is amazing.
Wow,
All
glad
right,
you're
so
enjoying that.
rave
Wish I could try-
reviews
Yeah, keep
from.
going, keep going.
Okay, yep, you guys keep drinking over there.
All right, well, we'll stay in the decadent realm and talk about our peppermint Oreo cookie balls. These are fun. This would be something fun to do with your kids too. So you're gonna use fresh or finely chopped candy canes. You really want to grind those up. Oreo cookies crushed really fine. You might want to use a food processor for that. And some Organic Valley cream cheese. So there's a no bake element here, and some Baker's sweet chocolate broken down, and you melt those pieces. So you're gonna put that all together. I'm not gonna roll this.
You're not
It's a
gonna get your
little
hands.
sticky here, but you're gonna mix all that together, roll it, and then dip it in the melted chocolate, and then sprinkle it with a little bit of peppermint. And we have some on our display here.
They look
Mel,
good.
you want to try one too while they're testing?
Nope, I'm going to let you
You're
try
gonna-
it if you'd like.
Nope, I got to talk about the
Okay, you talk about the meringue. Those I would like to try.
Okay. What do you think?
So good.
I didn't know what was inside, but it's really good. It's like it's very creamy.
Is it almost like a truffle?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good word.
Almost
There you
truffly.
go.
Very truffly.
And quite minty.
Yep, the
So you got-
peppermint
you
comes
got-
through.
Yummy.
Right, you chase that with some
That's a
decadent
very
chocolate
good
over
Oh,
there.
I
chocolate.
plan to.
Actually, the paleo to offset it, you know.
There you go. You get the light and the heavy and the decadent.
Well, we'll move on to our peppermint meringue cookies. So this is going to be on the lighter side because we're going to have some egg whites in there. And we'll just, there we go. You can see those egg whites. So we are going to mix Organic Valley egg whites, a cup of sugar, a pinch of salt, and some peppermint extract, and some crushed candy canes to sprinkle on top. So egg whites are, you've got to make sure you're making them without humidity. So they're kind of like weather sensitive. So your oven's going to be on 175, and you're going to put the sugar and egg whites into a small mixing bowl and heat that over a pot to stir, and then you're whisking that really fast while the sugar is dissolving.
Okay.
About 12:50, and then you're going to move that into your mixing bowl, and then you're going to beat that really fast. And for about 5 minutes, and then it's going to whip up, and they're light and fluffy, and then you just kind of make this cute little drop, like a little Hershey, a big Hershey's Kiss, and they're like very. Here, Mel, you can try one then. What do you think?
They're light.
What do you like? They're very light. They go with our light chocolate. Oh, I can hear the crunch.
Oh, yeah.
Really good.
Wow. These are yummy.
You guys didn't know this, but I ate 2 earlier.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
And they're still good.
It's got a little bit of a chew when you squeeze down on it, but it's very light.
Almost like a marshmallowy.
It's so
Really
good,
good.
though.
Excellent. Well, don't forget that you can find this, plus past editions of the Organic Foodie, complete with recipes on the LYNXX 24 Facebook page. We need to take a short break. Don't go anywhere. We're going to enjoy our meringue cookie.
My name is Cindy Zardi. I'm the district administrator for the Toma Area School District. Toma Memorial Hospital is very important to the school district because they're a strong partner with us in preparing kids for their future. And in addition to that, because the hospital is an integral part of our community, it's a place where our graduates can come back to have good paying jobs in our community. Toma Memorial is dedicated to quality community care.
Get ready for the most incredible party of all time.
Come on, girls!
Let the party commence.
Nailed it.
To the wall, baby.
Hi there.
This place is awesome.
Mamma Mia, here we go again. Rent now on LYNXX Network's Video on Demand.
Some food companies put smiling cows and green pastures on their packaging, even if they're actually kept in confinement. Not cool. But at Organic Valley, we put smiling cows in our fields, where they belong. And to prove it, we put these fitness trackers on our cows, so you can actually count the steps they take in our green pastures. Turns out they take more steps than most people. Looking good, ladies. Letting cows be cows. Call us crazy, but it's working. Organic Valley.
This is Jason Gerke, and this is LYNXX 24, connecting you to the community.
Welcome back to LYNXX 24. Well, we've got some fun things to talk about.
Yes. That was delicious.
Yes.
What we just had. That was good.
I wish
Sorry.
I could have tried. I didn't try the decadent, either of the drinks. That looked really yummy.
Oh, no, they were decadent. That's for sure. That's a good word.
Okay.
Well, so the New Lisbon Lions Club is having their annual craft fair this weekend. So Saturday at the New Lisbon School.
Great time to get holiday gifts.
Kringle. It's a Santa's workshop as well.
And they can meet Santa, I think, during that.
They can. Santa will be there. Yes.
And door prizes.
Bring your
So
cameras.
that's 10 to 2.
Well, 9 o'clock until 3.
Oh,
It's
sorry, 9
10 to 2
3.
Santa, I believe.
Yeah, Santa's on a separate time.
Aha, he gets
fair,
his own time.
Yes, he does.
On the stage, I think.
That's right.
If I remember right.
And Powers Candy is having their annual Christmas open house this weekend, too.
From 9 to 3 on Saturday,
That
December
one is 9 to
1st.
3, same time as the craft fair. So go to New Lisbon, get your crafts, head on over to Powers Candies, get your candy.
Yep, and they're in Linden Station. And they offer everything from handmade, hand-dipped candy and fudge, cranberry, and even sugar-free cookies. Candies.
Yes, they do. Yeah, lots of yummy stuff. Well, we want to thank our special guests, Mindy Carney and Charity Seebecker, for taking part of this week's show. Thank you to our sponsors, our YouTube viewers, and all of you at home for tuning into LYNXX 24, where we're connecting you to the community.